Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, we're going to talk about the power of networking with the president of Young Executives at Success North Dallas. Their story just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, I first started networking about 20 years ago when I first wrote my book, and it's changed my life. I mean, my circle of friends and the people who know me has, grown exponentially because of networking. Somebody else who believes in the power of networking is my next guest, Kaleb Collins. He's the president of Young Executives at Success North Dallas. Kaleb, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me, Jeff.
Awesome.
Glad to be here.
Well, let's talk about your introduction to networking, because one of the knocks on Gen Zs, and I'm sure you've heard it, they're a texting generation, not a talking generation. Did you have to learn how to network?
Absolutely. So when I moved to Dallas 2.5 years ago, I had no one here, right? So all my family's up North Texas, and so week one of my job, my boss, my manager said, hey, we're going to go grab coffee with this guy. And that was a Friday. The week I started, I had no idea what the heck I was doing. Went and met a young guy, and that guy since has just completely blown up my network through introductions, referrals, and whatever else it is. He's helped me a ton.
Sure. And we're both fans of Success North Dallas. It's been around for 35 years, but several years ago, it started Young Executives, and we're going to pull up the page off of the Success North Dallas website just to show you what we're talking about. And when they set this up, you joined 2 years ago, is that right?
Correct. Bill Wallace, I sent him an email, and he called me and said, hey, I don't need it, but I want you to come be my guest at the Police Officer of the Year Award in 2022. And so I went to that, and it was immediately hooked.
Nice, nice. And how long are you president for?
So I just came in as president in January.
Nice. What are some of your goals for the organization during your presidency?
Yeah, so I mean, I came in and changed a lot about the organization within the first couple of weeks of taking over. One of the biggest things we want to do is create a safe place for young executives to foster relationships, so that in 20 years, when we're sitting in our own studio with our own podcasting booth or our own businesses, we can call on the people that we had met through networking events such as Success North Dallas. And so overall, we want to take on the world.
Absolutely.
We want to build a community and do it.
I love it. Well, we're going to show some video from a happy hour, and I've attended several of your happy hours, and it's really cool. It's got a nice energy, a nice vibe. Tell us, what people can expect if they come to one of your events.
With some of the changes we've made this year, obviously first and foremost education, right? So we host 6 educational speakers each year. So we'll have one coming up here in a few weeks, and then another one in July. So in the off months, what we really want to do is focus on networking and how to teach young execs how to give back, how to network, how to build better professional relationships. So overall, we're just trying to create and foster a safe way to come out, be yourself, be engaging with other individuals of different backgrounds, and find ways to give back.
Okay, so for the introverts out there, let's give them some words of encouragement, because I think people put too much pressure on themselves. You don't have to be the life of the party. Nope. You don't have to be interesting. You have to be interested.
That's right.
So talk about the art of listening.
I think my VP of sales says this the best. He says the most interesting person in the room is the one that asks the questions. And I think, I am not naturally extroverted. I really had to make myself get out of my shell and do things like this as being the president and being in sales and doing those different areas. So I think if you're willing to step out of your comfort zone just for 30 minutes, and you do it once a week, you're going to be so good at doing it, no one's going to even know that you don't like to be in the room full of people.
Yes, we're going to show some pictures from the last couple years. We got this off of your Facebook page. Talk about the quality of the individuals that they'll meet when they come out.
all of the people that we invite to these that attend are professionals in their own careers, right? So they are trying to do the same thing we are doing, and that's grow. They want to get to certain spots in their career where they can look back and say, young execs really helped me push this. So there's people in different industries. Our goal is to attract all industries, not just seclude it to specific industries. We want people that are just now coming into the world, people that have been in their company for 10 years. We want different backgrounds in this, and that's what you can expect.
Let's talk about some more do's and don'ts. I know one of the big no-nos is you don't come in and pass out your business card to everybody and try and sell them life insurance.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Now, no jab to life insurance folks, right?
Yeah.
But it's very common where you pull out your wallet, you say, hey, here's my business card. I'm with X company. I do X thing. Please email me if you know of anyone looking.
Right.
We don't want to do that, right? This is a giving world. We are in a giving community. We have a giving organization. And so as much as you can get from the organization, we want to give you we want you to give as much as you can.
Sure. And it's a great way to, if you're unhappy in your current place of employment, it's a great way to network and find another position.
It sure is. It sure is. I mean, there's people like Casey Haston, Mike Haynes with VIP. I mean, there are tons and tons of leaders that come to our group, and they're there to be a friend. They're there to be a mentor. They're there to help you. They're there to guide you. So overall, it's a safe space.
Outstanding. We've only got a couple minutes left, so look into that camera on the left and make a plea to the person who is thinking, well, maybe I should check out an upcoming event.
Yeah, I would love for any young exec, old and young, if you are new into your career, trying to find a new way to develop and learn, reach out to the Young Execs website. We'll get in touch with you and let you know how you can get involved.
Outstanding. We're going to end with their Facebook page. We'll put it right there on the screen. Kaleb Collins, thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me, Jeff.
You bet. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.